Alright lads, so logging into the game just now, mid-month of December has just officially been announced. Who got the prediction right in our most recent video? Well, they're on your screen right now. Let's check out what the banner is going to be. I'm expecting a Christmas banner. Looks like Kyoge's banner is actually back, so we're going to talk about that later today. They just announced the Bonka Live, but here we go. We have a Christmas crown summons coming soon. Let's jump into it. What are we going to get in this particular banner? Damn! Okay, so we have Yachiru, NELLIEL, and also GRIMMJOW. So there we go. We were talking about it yesterday, right? Was GRIMMJOW going to get a character in 2023? Well, here it is. It was his last chance to get a character this year, and he got it. Unfortunately, Aizen and Shunsui fans can't say the same. NELLIEL's looking great. I'm liking the designs for this, I will say. You know, I've been saying it before, Christmas characters in general don't really do anything for me, but I'm liking the festive design they have going on here, as well as some really cool, like, drip. It's like, GRIMMJOW's looking great. NELLIEL. Damn, we have a new Christmas NELLIEL. We kind of called that too. And a Yachiru. That's cool to see Yachiru get a new character. And it's also our first free character banner mid-month in quite some time. Let's check out the designs. I'm down for it. So in this case, NELLIEL is a speed character, GRIMMJOW is a mind character, and Yachiru is a heart character. Not sure what to expect when it comes to these characters. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe one of them is a droplet farmer. We're going to find out. So first up, NELLIEL. Barrier and also boost. Hopefully she's a Nat character. Let me just scroll straight down. Finally. Wow, she has a gauge? On a mid-month? Whoa. That's kind of, again, yo, lads, mid-months are actually getting really good. Finally, though, we have a Nat character. Like, it's been so long. And she looks good. So, Captain Killer, and she's a melee one, right? Yeah, she's a melee Captain Killer. This is actually really good. Melee Captain Week does have access to quite a few good boosters because most of the characters in that particular week that you can use for Guild Quest are Brave Battle characters. So they cross over in Guild Quest because they're also good in that particular mode. But I guess when it comes to Barrier and also Boost, we don't have many characters like that. But that's also good for just other Guild Quest content. You don't have to even use it in a particular Guild Quest week, right? It looks, from the looks of it, they designed it to not even just be a Guild Quest character, because if you look at here, Flurry +1 with the Enhancer and Booster Boost, Multi-Barrier +2, you have the built-in recharge, which is really good. You're also now immune to every status element, which is also really good if you technically wanted to take her into another Guild Quest week. She has Gauge Rampage, which is kind of cool. It's nice to see another Nat character come out into the game, with also a Gauge in particular. She has a 20% Berserker, and she also does start the quest with 70%. Alongside that, she's a 30% no attack damage soul trait, so Flurry +1 with a 50% bruiser. To be fair, is on the lower side, but that's why she has the Gauge Rampage, and that's why she gets an additional Flurry +2 when the Gauge is actually active. So, definitely a pretty good character, all things considered. She's actually really good. I'm down for it, because I've been saying I'm not the biggest fan of Nat characters. I prefer SP characters, but at the same time, I've been wanting some Nat characters as of late because we haven't been getting any. It's like, we've been getting so many SP characters. I thought surely with the very hard difficulty of Guild Quest, they'd be shilling us with Nat characters because now they're actually worth summoning for. And in this case, she looks to be good both in Guild Quest and outside of Guild Quest. And as far as uniqueness goes to a certain extent, we haven't had a character like this, right? It's our first Gauge Rampage character that is built around doing normal attack damage. I'm not sure how good that's actually going to be. We have to see how it does go, because just looking at the skills, like, she's not going to kill the fastest. So is she going to be able to stack that Gauge? Is she going to be able to take full advantage of the Gauge effects? Maybe in Guild Quest, sure. Outside, I'm not too sure. But one thing I definitely do appreciate is the 70% start Gauge. One thing I noticed with 1000 year battle Aizen, obviously an amazing character, but in Guild Quest, at least with my team, I was finishing the quest before he could even get the Gauge off. It took him so long to build it up. With NELLIEL, you're not going to have that problem. You're going to build the Gauge within like 5 seconds. The second boss spawns in, the Gauge is active. So I do like that. I'm thinking in Guild Quest content, she might actually be better than someone like Aizen. And she does obviously have the utility effects with the multi-barrier and the boost. She's immune to every stat element. I think we got a good character here. NELLIEL, quite surprisingly good. I'm liking it. One for one right now on good characters for our mid-month of December. Next character is GRIMMJOW, melee strong attack character. All attacks can inflict drain. He is a Quincy killer with the following skills: 35% strong attack damage. God damn, GRIMMJOW. Woo! So is it hot in here? And he's got Havoc. Damn. What, bro? Yo, these mid-months, man, have been, you know, they're still like worse than end of month, but these mid-months have been good. These mid-months have been good. Wow. So Frenzy +1 with the, 20% Havoc, 35% strong attack damage with the SP boost. And then with that, you also have an increased chance to inflict stat elements. That is actually drained. It's going to keep you at full stamina. It's going to let you get the SP boost a lot easier. And that is to any heart character, not just to a certain affiliation, Quincy enemies, for example. And then when you do inflict a status ailment, you then do 40% more damage to those drained enemies. And drain lasts around 8 seconds. In fact, you're actually doing 80% more damage because you have the damage to drain. And of course, with that, it also comes with a built-in recharge too. So damage output when the SP boost isn't active is on the lower side. But then again, like, it's not even that bad because you also have the increased chance of fixed status ailments. As long as he has good strong attacks here, him being a melee character, he should have good strong attacks. We're looking like another good main character. I like it. And I believe this is the first plus 10 heart Linkster character. So obviously a valuable character with that. Not someone I'm in particular going to go for, but he's good to have. He's good to have, he looks cool, and since he is a Linkster farmer, you want this character to have a high damage output, and from the looks of it, he has a good damage output. Good enough. Can't really complain about that. Havoc doesn't really matter on this character since you're mainly going to take him into epic raids. But, you know, even in IZ, Havoc does help, so it is nice that he has it. And he's also going to be a good character that crosses over into Guild Quest content, right? That's what this character looks to be. He's a Linkster farmer, but at the same time, he also is going to be usable, and in a way, wants to be used in the melee Quincy Guild Quest where there isn't that many good characters. Are you going to use him there? That ultimately comes down to your characters and your team, but obviously he is a good farmer. If you're a GRIMMJOW fan, you got a new character to farm with. I'm not too opposed to that. And then next up we have Yachiru, another. We've been getting, since the very hard difficulty of Guild Quest, I don't think we've had a single banner without some type of utility strong attack. Either a boost, heal, or barrier. And every banner since then has basically given that to us. So Yachiru is a range strong attack character. Her SA2 is a barrier. That's actually important to note because barriers, despite being a utility effect, is the only attack that can be a ranged attack if you're a ranged character. Boosts are always melee attacks for some reason. Anything with barrier is a melee attack, but barriers alone are classed as ranged attacks. So she's designed for Guild Quest, looks like she is, Squad 0, you can potentially use it there, and she's actually going to be a really good support dam, because Squad 0 range in particular, we can use Macy. Macy's really good, but if you don't have Macy, you're struggling. You're struggling, and it's because, one, you don't have a good DPS character, but two, also no support, no crowd control. With this character, you have some potential crowd control, almost a protection with the barriers. I'm assuming she can have multi-barrier. Let's check it out. Mind droplet plus 30%. Frenzy 2 with 60% Berserker? Man, what are we doing with these mid-buffs? This is insane. And the recharge Yachiru? What? What? Man. And a 50% droplet farm with the plus 10? Yo. I'm gonna have to do some summons on this banner. I'm gonna be honest, like, finally Caleb are making good mid-months. Again, they're still being, like, you know, a bit lower compared to end month character, but this is not bad. This is not bad. Let's look at the farming aspect, right? You get 30% droplet. That's a soul trait. You can give that to other characters. You can use it in your daily Path to Power quest. Alongside that, the character itself also increases the drop rate by 50%. So a 50% droplet farmer. If that wasn't good enough, you're also guaranteed 10 mine droplets per run. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of heartbreaking because I just farmed like 100,000 plus droplets literally a few days ago. It would have been a lot better had we had this character in existence. So obviously when it comes to farming, yeah, she's really good. She's mainly a droplet farmer, though you can see that she does lack links or potions, so she's strictly a droplet farmer. Depending on the type of player you are, that might not even be good, to be fair. You know, that might not even be good. Usually there's crossover. You're a Linkster farmer and a droplet farmer. In this case, she's strictly droplet farming. So where exactly are you going to use her? In droplet zone. But the question is, do you play droplet zone? No one really plays it. They split it up. It's not the greatest. You're better off going in epic raids. But then will you get let in lobbies because she's not a Linkster character? So there's a few things to keep in mind with this character. But other than droplets, in terms of character's strong attack damage output, Frenzy +2. You have the built-in recharge. Then you have a 60% Berserker with an additional 20% strong attack damage, which you can share to your team. She wants to be used in co-op quests, so that's not too bad. So for a mid-month farming character, someone that's not really designed to do a crazy amount of damage, she has 80% Berserker with Frenzy +2. That's good. She's obviously lacking Havoc. Is that a big deal? To me, not really, but it's something to keep in mind. And then she also has the Heart Attribute Strong Attack Recharge. Is this the first character in the Heart Attribute to have that? No, Kilgay. Kilgay has it. So she's competing with Kilgay. But, you know, I guess it's nice to have another option if you really want to. And again, she also plays the support role too. She has multi-barrier, the barrier SA2. You also can heal your team by 20%. So she's also going to be equally as good in Limit Breaker content, which I kind of like that. I'm down for a Yachiru actually being kind of good. Obviously, Killer isn't the greatest here, but she looks to be a good character, like, generally. And I'm kind of sad I never said Yachiru in my video yesterday. I did want to say her and Kenpachi as a Christmas duo would have been really cool. We didn't get a Kenpachi. We still haven't had a seasonal Kenpachi since White Day, way back in 2017, but I know Kinpachi is going to get a really broken character sometime soon when they do finally give us his Shikai version. So that's the banner itself. Let's check out the fillers. Pretty good. It's only seasonal characters, not too bad. Does feature last year's Christmas characters, Yoruichi and also Haribel. Still good farmers, all things considered. Yoruichi is also a boost character in Guild Quests. Isane is good for farming droplets and link swap potions. You might want to play with Isane. She's good in epic raids. Momo, good in Guild Quests. IT, super pot farmer. And then you do have some other good link swap farmers of Toshiro and also Orihime. And remember, lads, this is a crown step up summon, so with that, every 3 steps guarantees you a featured 5-star, one of these 9 characters. And then step 10, 20 does guarantee a new character, which only includes Yachiru, GRIMMJOW, and also NELLIEL. I'm going to have to say this every month when we get a crown step up summon. That does not guarantee you someone you are missing. If you have NELLIEL, GRIMMJOW, and also Yachiru, but for some reason you're missing Isane and you do step 10, that doesn't guarantee you Isane. It's a 33% chance for Yachiru, 33% chance for GRIMMJOW, 33% chance for NELLIEL. It doesn't matter who you have, it's one of the 3 new characters. Might be self-explanatory, but some people don't know that. We have to explain that basically every month so you know what you're getting into, right? And of course, we are also getting the UI Epic Raid in a few days' time. They are going to be bonus characters there, so good to use them there. Alright then, so let's jump into the character gameplay. Usually I like to separate these, but in this case we have a lot to talk about today with the new version update and also the rerun of Kyogre, Bambiette, and Iban. So let's check out the new characters all in one video, checking out their Sobom or special moves. Animations. Yachiru looks great. One thing I've noticed with his character, which maybe is a weird thing to say, I like that she looks small. You know, Yachiru is a small character, but in BBS, they never really give you the sense that she's a, you know, a tiny little character. Her artwork, she looks small here. And even the model, which obviously she is sized up because it's, you know, BBS, but she still looks kind of small. I like it. And her model looks great. I'm for it. So we've already spoke about the characters. Yachiru looks good. She's a droplet farmer. Also just being good in Guild Quest content. Let's check out her strong attacks. So Light looks to be a beam forward. Oh, bro, look how cute she looks running around the little hoods. That's actually, I like this character. I'm for it. I'm for it. SA3 looks to be full screen. SA1 is a beam forward, so she has good strong attacks. And the SA2, I'm assuming, is going to be like an 800 in front of her or something, if they decide to use it. It's a lunge forward, okay, so not the best strong attack, but it's good. It's good. Can't really complain about that. Yeah, and she's ringing the bells. This is cool. This is so cool. Animations on this character looks absolutely great. I didn't think I'd be excited for a Yachiru, but I kind of want to. I'm not going to lie. I like droplet farmers, so I definitely want to try and pick up on one of my accounts, although I'm not going to go too deep on this particular banner. Maybe just do 2-3 steps on my ults, mainly skipping it 100%, but, you know, it is what it is, right? One thing I want to check out, though, what is that SE3 to full screen? Obviously, Lack of Havoc. But does she have a reference to a past Christmas character? She doesn't. I was wondering if they were going to throw in like the Mayuri on the tree, because I'm pretty sure Mayuri on Nemu's attack, you know, back in like 2018. We saw like Mayuri like ornaments on a Christmas tree. That was kind of cool. Let's check out the special move though. Okay. 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 Oh, she becomes the star. It's a cute, it's a fun song. It's whatever to me, but she looks great. And GRIMMJOW, damn, man looks amazing. Man, it looks amazing. Sack attack. Yeah, seriously, his model looks great. I don't think I'd be excited for a Christmas GRIMMJOW, but I'm for it. I'm so for it. So SA1 looks to be, oh, his animations are great. I'm liking, like, he's actually just carrying around Santa's sack. He's like, and he's attacking with it. What has Blood got in those sacks? So SA2 looks to be maybe up Ichigo's SA1. It's like a vacuum vortex in front of him. If not, it's a 960 in front of him. Either way, it looks like he has some good AoE. And GRIMMJOW was doing some serious maneuvers with that SA3 there. To be fair, even that actually looks great. Like, this makes sense that presents are coming out of his sack because he's, like, hitting with it. We're losing presents by using this character. So his SA1 might be the vortex attack, or it's like an AoE in front of him, a small AoE. Either way, it's a good attack. His kit looks good. Nothing too crazy, but it does the job. He's a Linkshot farmer. You're not really going to struggle farming Linkshots with this character. But that SA3 looks to be maybe full screen, vacuum attack. I'm not really too sure. I like it though. I like it. I'm liking all those character attacks. One thing I was actually going to say, little tangent. I'm pretty sure GRIMMJOW's VA said he's maybe taking a break from voice acting because something happened. I don't think it was too serious, but I can't comment on that. So I was actually wondering if we were ever going to get a GRIMMJOW, since he did say he was taking a break from voice acting for the time being. But obviously, I would have assumed this character was done before that decision. And even then, like, it doesn't really have, they don't speak too much in this game. So man breaks into your house, and then he beats it with her own presence, bro. GRIMMJOW. What I want to know, though, is this a reference to when he shows up in the Aranka arc, where, like, he comes through the door and he's looking for Ichigo? It might be some type of reference. That's kind of cool if that's the case. But man literally breaks in to a house and just destroys... No, he just beats you up. Literally Krampus. And then next up down, we have NELLIEL. That chest does not look normal. I'll say that. She looks good, though. She looks good. I'm for it. Again, I'm happy that we got another nice character. It looks to be a good one outside of GeoQuest 2. SA1 looks to be a pushback attack. Oh, her Natchring is the melee collision one? Oh, that's good. Yeah, look at that. It's Aizen. It's not even Aizen Natchring. It's his final hit on his Natchring. But look how fast that Natchring is. I like this. This is going to make her one of the better Nat characters in the game. And that's really, really cool. Look at her barriers. It's gingerbread men, but the gingerbread men are Don the Chaka and Pesce. That's actually really cool. Although there's 2 Don the Chakas, though. I don't know if they maybe should have put someone else there. Not sure who they could have put there. But look how fast that... She's just disintegrating everyone in front of her, bro. Look how fast that Natchring is. Her SA3 looks all right. Just something comes flying across the screen. What is the SA3, though? Is there something there? Oh, it's like a bag of the Pesce. Okay, that's cool. Her attacks look all right, though. In terms of strong attacks, it really doesn't matter. The pushback attack is okay. It's whatever. You know, ideally, you would want it to be... I don't even know what you would want the SA1 to be. Like, the pushback attack might be kind of annoying, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Maybe it might be annoying in Guild Quest, but, I mean, your main character should have plenty of range to cover for that anyway. But she is going to pair really well with someone like Bambietta. Although, to be fair, we do have a barrier and debuff character in the form of Okura, but she can be way better. Okay. The gingerbread men are coming out. So, and then they become lifestyles. It's alright. It's alright. In terms of visuals, I kind of like Yachiru the most, unironically. I thought she looked really fun, especially when you're actually playing with her. You're never going to see her front part, right? So you're never going to see her face. You're not even going to know you're playing with her. You're just going to see a small little character with a massive hood. You're going to be walking around. In a way, it's going to be maybe the weirdest comparison of the day is like Panida, because I assume when Panida comes to the game, you're just going to see a hood. It's like, you're not going to even know what character you're playing with. From this point of view, it's just a small little tiny character with a hood. And that's basically what Yachiru is. Like, just this part here, it just looks cute. I'm for it. And again, Yachiru in itself doesn't get that many characters, so that's why I'm more excited about her. NELLIEL, oh, she looks great. Really good. But she gets plenty of characters anyway, right? And then GRIMMJOW, he looks great too. All 3 characters look great. I'm still going to skip this banner. I don't think it's a must summon, but I mean, if you summoned on it, or if you get these characters in the future, they're good. Like, these are characters I definitely want to pick up on my account sometime in 2024. Because I can see myself using all 3. Yachiru to farm droplets, NELLIEL in Guild Quest, maybe even outside of Guild Quest if you like that normal attack damage gameplay, and then GRIMMJOW, Linkshot farmer. But even then, good to use as a character and even in Guild Quest. Although, just to double check, because I'm not sure if I noticed it. Does she have guard break? She does. She has Chartreuse. So yeah, NELLIEL is great. Overall banner is really good. Really, really good. Crown step up summon 2. So if you do decide to summon on this banner, you're going to most likely get them right. If you go to step 10, you're guaranteed 1. Honestly, not too bad. Again, I'll be skipping it though. I'm saving for end of year, as you all should be doing anyway. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about these characters in the comments below. And let's see you guys next time. Take care and peace.